And we're back. This is Elliot and Jose coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thank you for joining us here yet again on CCW TV. Man. You know, there are times, I know there have been times when we've kind of like bitched and moaned about comic books and how a lot of times it seems like comics really suck and there's a lot of crap.
Well, for the most part, they do.
But
this was just a good week.
Yeah, but then, yeah, you know what? Then you have those great moments of sunshine when you have really good books come out.
Well, man,
you know, like,
just say it really quick. I'm looking at the list.
You're not planning on bringing me back down again.
No. I'm like looking at the list for next week. You have. I'm not gonna tell you the bad stuff coming out because there's plenty of bad shit coming out that I'm gonna be reviewing on the blog.
Is there gonna be another Hulk coming out?
Yep.
Because someone asked that we review Hulk again. They want us to do a
new
rant
Hulk
on Hulk
and the Tony Daniel Batman both came out in the same week.
Oh, ow!
And the blog even sustained both of those
I don't
reviews.
think no.
And New Avengers.
Oh!
Yeah.
Ouch! What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but that will kill us.
But you already have Detective is coming out next week.
Oh, okay.
Blackest Night is coming out next week.
Okay.
Fantastic Four
is
coming out next week.
Okay.
So there's like next week is actually pretty solid.
Right.
Secret Warriors is coming out.
Oh, okay.
Both Hickman books coming out next week. Holy shit. So yeah, I mean next week it's a huge Superman Secret Origin #2. I'm still on the fence about that, but you know, Ultimate Adventures, there's just a ton. X Factor #50. I mean, literally, I think there's like 12 books that I'm picking up next week. It's ridiculous the amount of shit that's coming out next week.
Why can't they spread that out more,
I know. Well,
know?
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like last week I didn't buy any Marvel books.
Right.
This week I bought one Marvel book, and now they're putting them all the good Marvel books out. I don't get it either.
Yeah. Oh well, we're not going to talk about a Marvel book here. In fact,
No.
we're going to talk about a Dark Horse book, Sugar Shock by Joss Whedon and Fabio Moon. This is a collection of the webcomics that appeared on Dark Horse MySpace.
Yes.
MySpace.
MySpace Dark Horse Comics presents.
Dark Horse Comics presents. And I had been waiting for this to come out. Mind you, MySpace Dark Horse Comics presents has been collected in a trade.
Two trades, I think.
Two trades. They put all the books together in trade form. And I saw those, but I really just wanted Sugar Shock. I wanted to get Sugar Shock.
Mm-hmm.
So they took the Sugar Shock stories and they put it together in a nice little package. How much was this one? $350. How many pages of art? I want to say it was like...
I don't know. There's probably at least 24 to 30, but then there's like 10, 12 pages of sketch material.
Lots
so
of sketch material.
There's no ads in it except for like the last 2 pages.
Yeah. You know, it gives you a nice behind-the-scene look of the creation of the story, of the webcomic, and so on. And Joss Whedon, you know, you take Joss Whedon as a comic book writer and Kevin Smith as a comic book writer, two guys from television and movies. You know, Joss Whedon right now kind of has it all over Kevin Smith. You know,
Where did that come from?
I'm thinking about like Batman, that Batman series that Kevin Smith is doing now for DC.
True.
You know, you have all these TV people in comics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm not even going to throw Damon Lindelof into or even Alan Heinberg in until they can really start doing regular work and be recognized as much for their comics. Because right now, Joss Whedon, I consider him just as much really a comic book writer as a TV writer and a movie writer. He expertly does all three of them. I no longer think of him as a TV guy who writes comic books. I think of Joss Whedon as a comic book writer. You know?
Fair enough.
So, but whereas Kevin Smith to me is still a movie guy who does comic books. You know? Alan Heinberg, TV guy who does comic books.
Mark Guggenheim is both.
Yeah, no, Mark Guggenheim is both. Yes.
So.
Mark Guggenheim, didn't he start in comics and he just keeps bouncing back and forth?
He
bounces back and forth.
No, I think he started in TV and then he came to comics but now he's doing both.
And Mark Verheiden from Dark Horse.
Oh,
the same thing. Worked on Smallville.
And Fraction was a TV guy who came into comics.
Yeah. So again, you know, there's a lot to be said about recognizing the strengths of each genre and Joss Whedon really knows, you know, the genre. And the thing I like about Sugar Shock, okay,
This is probably the funniest thing I've ever read.
probably one of the
by
funniest
Joss
things I ever
Whedon.
read. And here's the thing about Sugar Shock. Sugar Shock reads kind of like Kill Audio.
You
know?
I was thinking the exact same
Yeah.
thing. I was thinking the exact same thing when I was reading it. I'm like, but
But, yes,
it's funny.
it's entertaining. And it's not
it's-
hard to read. It's not like I'm sitting there going, oh, wait, what did I just miss? What's happening next? I don't get this, you know? This book here is really kind of breezy. You have Joss Whedon's, you know, kind of light and humorous dialogue. I mean, what is this? You know, it starts with a band. It's a band with a bunch of cute chicks and a robot. And then they get in their car and they drive off, and what happens? An alien lands on top of their car as they're driving. And it just goes from point A to point B to point C. Whereas Kill Audio just totally like gave me a headache, and you know what the other thing too was? I didn't care about any of the characters in Kill Audio. Whereas in this one here, at the very least, I get to like these characters.
Yeah, especially
You know, they're kind of fun to be around.
by like the third page.
Yeah.
Because and again, yeah, it's about a band, and it's again, to use this phrase, it is kind of stream of conscious to a certain extent.
To an extent.
But then Joss Whedon's like, well, I actually have to write a cohesive story here.
Yes, he knows he has to write a story
and
that...
there's just joke upon joke upon joke, just layers of jokes going up through the whole thing, through all three chapters, and it's awesome. And Fabio Moon's art is great. Fabio Moon, if you guys don't know, is the twin brother of Gabriel Ba,
Who does Casanova with Matt
and
Fraction.
Umbrella Academy.
And Umbrella Academy, yes.
So if you, it's kind of got that whimsical art style.
Oh, but really, done really well.
but-
You know, I would love to see him do an issue of Buffy.
That
That would be kind of cool. Like maybe like a one shot, like they did that Tale of the Vampires that Becky Cloonan did with he did that with Gabriel Ba too, right?
I don't remember.
Well, in either case, this what I love how Joss has the character make like a pun or make a joke, which sets up kind of like the next bit.
Right.
You know, and they just keep building and building one on top of the other, and there are these little left turns and right turns, and the book, the story never takes itself like really seriously. It's just a fun, breezy tale.
Any book that has Abraham Lincoln in it can't be half bad.
No, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves because he confused slaves and stoves.
I wondering where they were going with that. I'm like, what the hell am I reading here? But then you get the next page, and the joke is actually kind of funny.
And you know, this book kind of has like a Ron Burgundy quality to it.
It kind of does.
When you go back and you read it again,
Yeah.
it gets funnier as you go. You know, because once you figure out where it's going, you can double back and go back and appreciate the jokes more and get it and get it. Whereas with Kill Audio, I couldn't friggin' get through the first 4 pages. There's no way I was going to read that a second time.
And for all you guys who are on the blog who know my musical taste, I seriously think that this character was based on Amy Mann, because it looks just like Amy Mann.
Oh yeah, no, it looks like Amy Mann
Wearing with the suit jacket, with the collared
Yeah.
shirt, with the tie,
and I know Joss
tall,
Whedon
long
is
blonde.
an Amy Mann fan, so he probably referenced her, and then Gabriel Ba did that.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, so you know.
It was just a fun book. From start to finish, it was just a fun book. And it was clever, and it was funny, and kind of disheartened that I don't know if there's ever going to be any more, because this is actually like a really entertaining book.
Yeah. Well, the thing, too, and I guess what happened is this was first a web comic.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about when you do something for the web, it's like the same rules don't apply, so you kind of feel like you can just go out there and try new things. So seeing that finally in print form, like I think the spirit of it from the web is now infused in these pages. The coloring on this is just simply gorgeous. It's not too overstated. It's not, you know, it's really, I mean, it looks like it's done with watercolors, which is really beautiful. Fatal stab. just. What can you say about this book? You know, it's a fun book.
And then, granted, you do have to have a certain sense of humor to get it. So, I mean, I'm sorry if you go out and buy it and don't like it, but this just it speaks to my sense of humor, and I just really liked it. So,
well, no, but you know what? This is you could call this a hipster book, which is what. Well, I'm sorry, but I can see this selling in Hot Topic too. You know, I can, and I can see. I mean, I can definitely see girls reading this.
No, that's one thing though.
No, but I'm just saying that was, I think, to me the market that something like Kill Audio goes for. But Kill Audio, that felt like a young, angry teenager book, teenage boy book. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. Yeah. This was everything that to me, everything that Kill Audio wanted to be, but wasn't. Yeah. And better.
Way better.
Sorry. And you know what? A lot of folks agreed with us too on the site. So
yeah, I was actually surprised about that. I was like, oh man, thank God it wasn't just me and you. I was kind of worried there how would go over because I didn't want to come off as being a complete asshole, but I'm glad that everyone else for the most part, most people were like, yeah, you guys are absolutely right. I'm like, thank God.
And of course, I don't know if Joss meant that as an homage to Tenacious D, but their song, the greatest song in the world, where they have to sing the saddest song in the world. Yet the description of the saddest song in the world actually made me sad.
This book is just good, guys. Go buy it. It's a one shot. There's plenty of cool sketch book stuff in the back, but I mean, you're already getting like more than 22 pages of art in the main story.
And it's only $3.50.
It's only $3.50. Just go buy it and enjoy it and have fun and throw it out in your comments and say thank you for letting us know about this book. Yeah. Or if you already bought it, just talk about how awesome you thought it was already, just like we did.
And isn't there? I'm waiting for the Dr. Horrible comic.
Yeah, that comes out in December, I think.
Yeah, because
I don't know how that's gonna work though. It's taking a musical, putting it in a comic book.
You know what? Right now, I think Joss. Because it starts on the web first. It's on the web first, so I have faith that Joss.
That's right.
Joss, when it comes to the internet, Joss can do anything right now.
We'll see.
TV. Although Dollhouse has been really good.
Yeah.
People just aren't responding to it in the Nielsen ratings.
Yeah.
DVR, people are recording that thing like mad.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They're doing it big time. So, all right. When we come back, we'll have Last Rants, and we know you love it. So we'll see you then.
Really?